When it comes to creating our perfect reality, we have to do hard stuff. When you want to lose weight and build muscle, you have to go to the gym. If you want to make more money in your business, you have to master sales or copywriting. If you want to have that perfect partner come into your life, you have to go out there, face the primal fear, and approach women that don't know who you are. All these things are difficult, and we tend to think, if only I had a little bit more discipline, I'll do it. If only I had a little bit more discipline, I will achieve my goals. Well, I'm here to tell you that discipline is a complete and utter myth. A huge myth that is incredibly popular in the self-improvement world. I fell for it for many years, but it's a fiction. And the only thing you should be focusing on is mastering your subconscious mind. And by the end of this video, it's going to be blatantly clear why this is important, and you're going to understand it through various stories. What's up? My name is Isaac, and I help people live and die well through first mastering their minds. No such thing as discipline. Let's unpack it. About 8 years ago, I used to be the skinny kid. I was still in high school at this time. And, girls used to laugh at me because I was basically a twig. I was about 6'1". I weighed under 70 kilos, 150 pounds for you Americans out there. So I was very thin, and it was accentuated by the height. And I had lots of friends that used to go to the gym, used to hit the iron. Even my dad was very heavy into the gym. But whenever I would try get into it, it was just too hard. My arm would hurt, as soon as I picked up 5 kilos. My lungs would start inflating as soon as I did a little bit of cardio, were burning. It just sucked, and I didn't want to do it. I could never commit to it. I would do it for 5 minutes, then give up, like a lot of people. It didn't work out for me. Now, fast forward a couple of years, I'm in a mathematics classroom with my friends, and everybody's having a good time. We're all arm wrestling, as boys do. Boys are gonna be boys. We're arm wrestling in class, and it was now my turn, and the challenger happened to be the smallest kid in the grade. Tiny little kid, way smaller than me. Now, I didn't really arm wrestle back then much, but I thought, this is a no-brainer. I'm gonna smash this kid. I'm gonna smoke him. So I arm wrestled him, and he destroyed me. In like a split second, he destroyed me, almost broke my hand. I was so shocked at how strong this kid was. It was like a little chimpanzee or something. They say chimpanzees are 5 times stronger than humans. Now, everybody saw this, and everybody was in disbelief. Everybody was laughing. My friends were looking at me funny, like, damn, bro, you're weak. And it just got around the whole year, the whole grade. My friends were telling people, like, oh, I said, lost this arm wrestle to this tiny kid. It was very embarrassing, very emasculating, as you can imagine. Now, overnight, after that event, something happened to me where building muscle and being strong became incredibly important to me. Perhaps the most important thing in my life in that moment. And discipline was never then again an issue. I would hit the gym basically every day, training in the backyard, eventually going to the gym and building muscle and being quite consistent with it, and I transformed my body basically within a year and have been consistent for the past 8 years or so. So this didn't require any discipline. This was all done by the subconscious mind, the same mind you use when you're walking, the same mind I'm using right now when I'm talking, creating this video. It's all coming automatically to me because of this subconscious mind, this hidden intelligence that's behind everything we do. Now I'm going to show you another place where this manifested in my life, where discipline was no longer relevant because of a more powerful factor. Now, although I was going to the gym and training and staying fit, I wasn't very consistent with diet because I could get away with it. I was eating a lot of junk food. I would train and then right afterwards go to Hungry Jack's or McDonald's or KFC and just eat whatever, because I was doing the dirty bulk. Just an excuse for eating whatever junk food. I was able to get away with this for many years, just eating junk food. It wasn't so bad, but my diet was not the cleanest. I was just eating whatever I wanted, whenever, really. This was an area of, I suppose, embarrassment for me, being someone who is in this world of self-improvement, of self-actualization, self-realization. I always knew that this was an important thing for me to do, to start eating healthier, but I could never stay consistent with it. I'll do it for a little bit, a week or so, then give up and start eating the old stuff I used to eat. And then 2020 happened and all the nonsense that was associated with that. I woke up to the fact that health was not what I was taught in school. You know, when this thing started spreading around, people were told to stay inside, you know, where they were deprived of vitamin D, the immune system was compromised. And I was researching this stuff and I got angry. I got angry that I wasn't taught this in school. I got angry that I was neglecting this my whole life. And I started investigating health. And almost overnight, I started eating healthier. The cravings for junk food disappeared and I never looked back. And now I'm actually disgusted by that stuff. I can't even smell a McDonald's burger without feeling like having to go to the toilet because it just smells so fake. So what happened there? How was I able to transform my body, transform the foods that I eat almost overnight, despite trying so hard for many years and rebounding? It had nothing to do with discipline. You see, discipline relies on willpower. It's like you're pushing against yourself, and that cannot be done in the long run. You know, you can have discipline to do something you don't want to do for the short term. Like sometimes, you know, my website breaks down and before I can get my developer to fix it, I have to try to fix it myself. I don't know how to code, but I have to look up things online, and that requires discipline to push through that. But discipline is not enough to change your life, to do these things that require weeks, months, years of consistency in order to reap the rewards. For that, you need to have your subconscious mind on your side. And if you look at those two stories I told you, there was one common trait in both of them. There was a high emotional charge. A highly emotional charged event was enough to change my self-image, this concept I have of myself. And when that happened, my subconscious mind then made everything easier. Your subconscious mind only operates in accordance to who you are or how you see yourself. So if you see yourself as someone who's broke, who's going to stay in poverty forever, who works a minimum wage job, who's never going to ascend, one of the peasants, your subconscious mind will make sure you stay in that position. If you see yourself as a king, a master of abundance, someone who's incredibly wealthy, who makes money just simply by blinking, your subconscious mind will create that for you. I know this to be true because when I look at every rapid transformation in my life, it was all because of the subconscious mind. None of it required discipline. None of it required a lot of energy. Something switched in my brain and I just started acting on autopilot until the result was fulfilled. So there are many ways of getting the subconscious mind on your side. And if you look at those stories I told you, the consistent theme was a highly charged emotional event. So all you have to do is create one artificially. Sometimes in order for you to ascend to the next level through, let's say, your physique, you have to associate with people that are at the level where you want to be. And just by osmosis, you're going to take in that self-image. You're going to start behaving that way. You know, human beings, we don't like being the odd one out. We want to conform to what's happening around us. So when you put yourself in that environment, go to the gym, a hardcore gym where people really train, not your commercial Planet Fitness or, you know, commercial gym with the nice clean equipment. Go to where people take it seriously, associate with those people, have some training sessions with those people, and your mind is going to start taking in that identity, and you're going to start getting excited. That positive emotional event you want might just happen by accident, by you being in that area. Or if you want to make more money, see what abundance is like. Save a bit of money, fly first class. Save a bit of money, rent a sports car. Go out to a nice neighborhood. See what other people are living like so that you can get excited, create that positive emotional event that could tip the scale in your favor. If you want to, you know, attract the perfect partner, go out with people that have done the same thing as you, that are in the same mindset as you, people that are confident. See it firsthand. See someone approach someone who doesn't know them, get a number, and they're later dating, later having a good time. You need to see these things. You need to get your mind excited for these changes to happen. And this cannot happen in a vacuum. It's not about applying force and just hoping that it will work with discipline. You need to be strategic. Remember, the subconscious mind is a subtle beast. It needs to be padded very carefully so that it could work well with you. There's various ways of doing this. I've got lots of videos. I got a playlist on the subconscious mind. We'll look at your limiting beliefs and get your subconscious mind on your side. Create a highly charged emotional event that's going to trigger you to change. It doesn't always have to be negative. A lot of these things happen by accident to many of us. The guy who's addicted to smoking has to go to the hospital and be told, look, you're going to die, before he changes. We all know that story. I was looking at my timeline on Facebook the other day. There was this woman, she got incredibly obese and was told that she's got type 2 diabetes and has to live with that for the rest of her life. She automatically changed. She just lost all the weight and reversed the diabetes. Why didn't she do that before? It's because the subconscious mind was not wired for it. So if you want true success, stop thinking about discipline. Start focusing on the subconscious mind. I promise you'll get results. Do this, and I promise you'll be one step closer to living and dying well. Thanks for watching the video. I appreciate you. If you haven't already, make sure you subscribe to the channel and click the bell notifications so we can see more of each other. Until next time.